But if it doesn't do it, then you never know.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to do it or
Well,
not.
that's a philosophy you have for yourself as well.
Of course.
You're not afraid of trying to. I remember you several years ago, you had invested in a, what was it, an online dating.
Yes.
Someplace up in Oregon, I think.
Yes.
And I asked you, why would you do that? And you said, I don't know, it might work out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I do a lot of things today. A lot of people meet each other through social media.
Yeah.
I meet a lot of people through social media, Instagram, this, TikTok. It's crazy, But they were very embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know how to explain. And they were in shock that a kid my age, they want to know the guy that bribed the whole airport.
So how did you get the trucks?
I asked around when we were opening up the salon. The salon was already there. We didn't have the equipment.
Yeah.
So the people that constructed and all that, I tell them, where can I rent trucks and people have so many crates and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I started talking and somebody connected me to somebody. So I went in the truck to the airport. I took the trucks with me. And everybody was shocked that kid this age is telling us what to do. Do you have money for the truck? Are you sure you have money for the gas? I said, here.
Well, it was certainly a good lesson.
Oh, yes.
Your dad taught you.
Well, I was more scared of my father than the CID over there.
Obviously. But he knew what you were capable of doing.
He knew. He always knew what I'm capable of doing, and I never did myself.
Right.
I didn't even think
he
I was
had
capable
total
of doing
confidence in you.
A lot of things that he forced me to do it directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
He knew that.
Right.
Well, now that I've learned that a human being is capable of anything and everything put in a situation.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how strong you are.
Absolutely.
When you're put in a certain situation.
Absolutely. You don't know.
Yes.
Until you get there. You can't say, oh, this is what I would do or that is.
No.
You don't know until you actually have that experience. Yeah.
Talk is cheap.
Yep.
I love, I think everything could be negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite line was talk is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk for 3 hours, even if you resolve 1%, it's better than not resolving zero, not resolving anything.
Yeah.
So I love to talk a lot.
Right.
And that's how you learn.
Yeah.
So anyway, we finally got the equipment in the salon, and that's one of the best salon. And all the women in the garden area, they came to have their hair done. And I would sit there with my aunt and hear all these rich women talk, laugh, joke, how friendly they were, how nice they were, how kind they were, how respectful they were. And I really enjoyed salon. I enjoyed when they paid us money to do the hair. And then a few ladies that were there, their daughters, they were like 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started a little beauty school over there, hairdressing school. Because my aunt was London qualified. So she started teaching the hairdressing, how to do hair, how to do this, how to do makeup. It was a very thriving school. And then all of a sudden, after we finally get things set up, their visa came from going to go to America. So they had to go because we still had that problem with the Makaranis. And our ultimate goal was this country, Pakistan was a nice country, but we were too open-minded, more than, we can't live that way.
Yeah.
It was very scary for us.
Yeah, it's kind of a closed society.
Society, yes. And then, my aunt cannot wear what she wants to wear. Right. Even if she's covered because she was beautiful, there's always a problem. It's a matter of time something bad happens.
Yeah.
Just matter of time.
It's not modern. It wasn't modern.
No, maybe then. Today it is, but at that time, no. So they went to New York and they left me the salon. And by that time, we had a couple of other hairdressers working there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept it as a running business. And then there were students. So one of the senior hairdresser, we turned her into a teacher. So she taught. And then we had graduation. And I went to a printing place and had beautiful certificate with gold stars and all that made and handed it to them. But the deal was I wanted all the fees turned in before I give that.
Yeah.
So I got all the fees turned in. And then one of a young lady, her father treated me like a son. His daughter was older than me. And he was a very nice man. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. He invited me to their house for lunch, for dinner. And then he bought that business for his daughter from me and gave me money. Now I had more money in the bank. Now I'm a villa dealer. New TVs come out. I buy 3-4 TVs, sell it for
Nicer
extra.
carriages and nicer horses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? Remember, only the kings and queens rode in carriages. I felt a little bit like Queen Elizabeth. No, maybe King Charles now. But it was like I was just going through the motion, and then the school started.
It's a good experience, though. I mean,
it was very good experience.
It taught you a lot of business experience.
Yes. So some of the schools started.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, the level of education and in Pakistan is a lot higher than United States.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of Christian school there. We had St. Paul's, St. Patrick's, St. Thomas's.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of because of the war, they were closed. So I went to this other school, Mera Nimros, which is an English medium school.
Mm-hmm.
English medium school means they teach you in English.
Mm-hmm.
But I went there, they were still teaching in Urdu. And my first class was accounting class. And it was so funny for me because the teacher would make us, and I don't speak Urdu, but I remember those words from 1971. Jo aave usse debit karo, jo jaye usse credit karo. That means whatever comes in, you put in the debit. Whatever goes out, you put in the credit. So every day, 10 times.
Yeah, they stick in your head.
Yeah, jo aave usse debit karo, jo jaye usse credit. It was pretty soon. It was a song, right? It was so fun. But at that time when I was saying, I didn't even know it till they had to explain.
We need to go to a Pakistani restaurant.
Oh, yes. There are lots of them in Houston.
Yeah.
Oh. So it was quite an experience.
Yeah.
So
how long did you have that shop?
I don't even remember, but for at least 8, 9, 10 months.
Okay.
Then I wanted to leave. I was tired of that being there. So I went to U.S. Embassy. And I told them, I want to go to America. How do I get a visa to tourists to visit my uncle and aunt? The guy laughed at me. How old are you again? 13. Because first of all, you have to be more than 18 years old. Then you have to give us a round trip ticket that you're going to America and where you're going to go from there. Then you need $2,000 in travel checks, $2,000 to $3,000 in travel checks or cash US dollars. So he's looking at me. And you don't seem like you're going to find at that time, to find US dollars in Karachi was next to impossible. Okay? Only the criminals and the smugglers had it.
Yeah.
Right?
Or high government officials.
And they were very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money. At $2,000, when I went to New York, in California, you can buy a whole house for $8,000. So you can imagine what $2,000, especially in Karachi, that's your whole year's expenses.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, $2,000 is 200 lakh rupees. Today. So, that's another story, and I think we're wrapping up.
Well, this has been revealing.
Yes.
Very revealing.
Oh, there's more to that about this. How I got the visa, how I came here.
I know that.
It's a whole.
Yeah, I know that story too.
Yes.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, we'll wrap it up for now.
Yes.